pull him gonna make him nice. I should make a tan. I make a steer. You can't drink that juice, huh? Hello. Come. Hey boy, happy nice. Shut up. I should have never pulled you. Bam! Oh. Dinner. My week done. My week done is pretty easy, but me not flat iron it yet. Because me have so many things to do. God have mercy. My day was crazy. My day was crazy. Yeah, but it finished. You said already so pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. I love it. Pretty, 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 pretty. Wagwan Bambinians, one of them. You know, so all the things that go up on social media and all over the place, my love. All the bangarang are going. A lot of bangarang. With the US citizen lady. What them call Curly, the US citizen lady, cause as we anti-Semitic, know, you know, frame it. Lord of mercy. It's sweet. No dog, I tie him up from there. And I say make me pull him. Because I'm sorry for him. So I say make me pull him. And father up and down and I tie him. Because I still puppy, my 1 year old, you know. My 1 year and what? 1 year and 2 months. How are we now? April. 1 year and 2 months. And some days. So I pull him. And him out there and make up him nice. He don't want to see nobody pass. Every time somebody a passing, gotta make up him nice. Sure, he make too much nice, man. But then if him come out of puppy stage, you see. You can't wait for him come out of puppy stage. Can't wait. For him turn big, man. But that's how I talk to my dog, them in a dinner, like, you know, human being. Yeah, me talk to them. That's how I talk to dog on road too. Pass and yell up a dog and say, you know, what go on doggy. Yeah, so the dog them when we see, if me a walk, them not afraid of me. You understand? Them not afraid of me, cause them know me. Yeah. They now, he might do him job, stop the foolishness. Yeah, but look here, the people them the next door. And must say I go inside of them yard. That's not so enough. Him could have go up at the corner of the wall and go talk to them if he want to talk to them. Lord, me say one pit bull the next door, me like him. I say him a straight pit bull, I should say, yeah. Cause my dog mixed with pit bull and American bully, a short pit bull then. But the one the next door, him a straight pit bull. Jesus, him look good, me in love with him. Jesus, him look good here. I see the boy tan good. Nah lie, me that one baby from him. He get somebody pregnant and I get one puppy. Must say have 80,000 she sell one for she get if she make him make somebody. Time a straight pit bull money there on him. Cat. A lonely man keep cat. What are you talking about? Dinner. Talk to the lady for me now. Talk to the young girl for me. Because I don't know what kind of cat she talk about. Good evening, people. Good evening. What are you going with? Bless up on yourself. This is my nose can greasy. Bless up on yourself. Female cat at that. Me can't get one cat, you know. Me have like 100 round a back. Yeah, like 100 round a back. Them not come into my yard, cause you know me have my two boy them, my son and my grandson. And them not go over the next door cause them have one whole for the little dog, them shih tzu, whatever they call them, plus one big bull massive mixed with pit bull. So them over the next yard facing me. Them over there so. Over there so them there. One whole heap of cat. I can get all a baby one, make you grow it. Oh, man cat love runway. I never know that. First watching my live, welcome. Sonia, welcome. You can go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Yeah. I never know some man cat runway. I first me I know. Never know so them a runway. They say they always go away. Them say them will go away. I don't know. So they say they will go away. Cat and a wall will go away. Yeah. Why Marcia can be trending again to backside. Cat and a hole, they say, will run away. Them go away. Them say them go away, go dead. I don't know if that's true. It's a myth or what, cause I don't know if that's true, but them say them will go away, go dead. I don't know if that's true. But me never know about the thing there. Me never know some man can't go away. Want a black or a tuxedo or a white socks. So what is a tuxedo cat? I would have write it, I may I miss. What is a tuxedo cat? Because I have a lot around there. One whole heap around there. What is a tuxedo cat? Me saw a nice cat around there. Oh my God, me say me that take him. But I don't know how me I going to introduce him to Cody, because Cody kill them. About him foot, one now him kill. Yeah, Cody drag them off of the wall and beat them to death and left them. Him and him son, worse than him and him son now. Oh my God, them not stop kill the cat. Like I go work one morning and I want him see in a yard. One big one too, you know. This one nice one is a black and white. But she have a black and white, so that you call socks then, because her socks, her foot white halfway come up. She look. I don't know if a man or a woman. The cat look good. You see me say, wow, that one a cutie. Because them baby them, you know. Them a baby. One only, but I got about 50 cats around there to box foot. Them dead because my neighbor feed them. So that's why them not have nowhere to go. Because my neighbor feed them. Yeah man, them round there. Skylar, good night. Them round there man, them round there. Me have them round there. One whole heap of them round there. What do you me go say? What do you me go say to my neighbor say? I want say me get grow one cat. Right away, I catch him got I pick up one and give me, you know. Me say no, I just chat me a chat. Cause I don't know how me I go deal with that. How me I go deal with that cat. How me I go deal with that cat. Because Cody, how me I go introduce them to Cody. I know me I go introduce them to Cody. Me finish to me share. I don't know me I go introduce them. Cause them I go beat them I go thing to them, hurt them. And that me afraid of. But him say him about one live over female. Ingrid, bless up yourself. One live over female. So I don't know. Why this not come off? Why this don't come off? Don't bother. Them say a lonely woman keep cat, Nicole. Lonely woman keep cat. Are you lonely? Because that's a narrative go around. That lonely woman keep cat. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's what they say. You know, so somebody beg me share my life to them. Them say them watch me all a while, but them not really have no social media sense. But me worse. Because me not know how to share it to them. For going on my thing there. Oh. Okay. But wait there. Me not know how to share it to them. For going on my wait there. For going on my oh. Oh, see, tell me get it. For me. Oh yeah, she always tell me to share it to her. That's what. See it? I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. But I could swear I do it a while ago. What me say me I do? I try to share it to her. So I go there so. So I go here so. So I go here so. I'm go here so. So I not see it. I'm not seeing it. I don't know what to do. I don't see nothing now where. I have a clue. Only way I can share it to somebody on WhatsApp unless them in my chat. If them they write this in a chat, I don't have a clue what to do, my love. On this phone, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do it. Anyway, people, good evening. So we are the part 2 on mental health. I don't know if I send one notification to Debbie, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right. Yeah. So, we are doing a part 2 on mental health, people. Yeah. So, we now go. Oh, you missed part 1, Dana. Because I was supposed to do, we were supposed to do part 2. Me text producer. Our producer of a company panel come. Probably might watch me too. I'm not ready yet. Oh yeah, me did send it. So I can't find it. Oh, Molly out there worried. Yeah, I got a long call during the last one. Okay. Oh, you were here, but you got a long call, you say. Okay. Me think you say miss you. I mean, I remember one would there. So. Oh, Devil there. Okay. The wig do, man. The wig do. Me do the wig, man, but in a curl it. Me not curl it yet. It's for curl. It's for curl. Me not curl her yet, you know? Me not curl her yet. All her face die up. Her ear a show, poor thing. Yeah, me not curl her yet, you know? She not curl up yet. But she's there, she's there. Me I go flat iron her. Me I flat iron her when we come out for the live. Because I don't think I'm going to have any time to do it in the morning because I'm supposed to fix up my niece here for her. She'll come off of the plane and come here quick because I hear her braid Sunday and I'm not going to be able to clip her hair for her. She just want me to clip her ends. Yeah, I want to tell you, say, you know, I want wig I have, you know. I have a wig I don't like. Yeah, because it's too big and I just not like it. It don't feel comfortable for my head. And I'm not a long hair person. I wear it, but I'm not it. From long time. From a young girl, I'm not a long hair person. But I wear it, you know. But it's not it. Yeah, I eat canned beef, but I don't love it. No, not canned beef. I eat mackerel, but I don't love it. Yeah. Something like that. Me I go funeral. A funeral me I wear it go. Good night, Debbie. So me have the wig. So what me do, it was a frontal. So me cut out the middle and use it and make a closure. With the wig. Use it and make a closure. Turn my hand make fashion. But it was kind of blonde. Not like this. But a little reddish, a little other color. So that's why I see it grab more reddish up here. So yeah, around here so a little lightish, but it get a nice little blend. You know? So I turn me and make fashion. I say, Lord God, I go find 15,000 for go buy, or 10,000, 12,000 for go buy one closure. I say, I'm going to cut you out. So I just cut it out, use some ear dye, some glue, seal the end them. Kind of make the end them thick, you know, so none not thread out, yeah. And do my thing. Yeah. Yes, article them with it. So people bless up on yourself now, no like up the live now. A 5 like me see and a 22 away over here. So we talked about mental health. And our last live, yes, because I wasn't live last night. Ruth, good night, Ruth. Yeah, and our last live last night, we talked about mental health. Yes. So, you know, we're going, our producer, Derval, is gonna, you know, give us some highlights, you know, and, you know, what causes, you know, some of the causes, some of the things that, you know, cause mental health, you know, and you're going to give us a little highlight. But I have some, I can tell you, you know, like substance abuse, brain chemistry, genetics, stress, you know, even going through a divorce, yes, can cause mental health, you know, poverty, discrimination, them look at something because not everybody can deal, you know, with them bullying there, you know, and so with, you know, so, you know, with discrimination, and then everybody, you know, go through a little divorce, can deal with it, you know. Just imagine your loved one just come to you, your partner just come to you and tell us, look here, relationship done, me nobody want you, it's over, you know, and you're comfortably in the relationship, and you know, that's your whole life. That can trigger it off, you understand? And everybody can deal with poverty. You know, not everybody can deal with poverty and all of that. So, you know, death, you know, yeah, death, and everybody can deal with it. You understand? Imagine you have a child over the years, and you know, you finally get pregnant, and you say, yes, I eat this. You reach almost 9 months, or even reach 9 months, and then you lost that child. Come on, you know. It can trigger off a lot of things for some people. So, you know, one of the ways to find help, you know, you can just, you know, if you acknowledge, thank you, Derval, if you acknowledge that, you know, you have a problem, you can always seek a psychiatrist, a psychologist, you know, because remember, you just feel away, you know, you don't feel right in your head, but That is if you acknowledge yourself. Or you can talk to, a clinical social worker. Yeah. And try and seek help and so. But it's not a play thing, people. Baby Baba. Good night. Yeah. So that happened to you. Which aspect of it, Dana? Oh, you mean lost a child? Okay, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Well, I went through it too, but it's just that mine was just the spur of the moment. I would just move on because, baby father wasn't there for me. The day I told him I was pregnant, that's the day he never talked to me again. And then, I just say, what? God know where I do. But just leave it there so and say, God know where I do. Take him out of my life and the baby them and everything can probably, it would have bring on that stress there for me with 2 babies. You understand? As a young girl, yeah. So, God know where I do. Because 2 years after, I still get back a twin. So, I did for have twin. I was destined for twins. Yeah. So, but just get over it and move on. Same with my one too. It's over 7 months and 2 weeks, yeah. So what are them things there? Patricia, good night. Welcome to the live. Welcome. And those of you who are on the live for the first time, I would appreciate if you give me a subscription. Okay? It would be greatly appreciated. Yeah. So, yeah. 2 set of baby girl bam. Wow. You couldn't give me some. So relax over. Show it to your one and give me another buckle. Alright then. Yeah. So all of those things, people, and I'm going to eat this because I am hungry and I did not cook. I don't want nobody come say nothing to me. The people them know themselves. I don't want them say nothing to me. Allow me make me eat. Because when I have a big whack of food I eat, sit down on a bed with the phone, so I watch it live and I eat, me don't know. Yeah, I want to just say over the phone. I'm having a hot chocolate and some crackers with the liard self. Them time don't I eat some big old bulla and banana and them something there. Bulla and banana together with all oats. So I don't want that person there. Why you leave me in Jesus' name? Yeah, right. Leave me in the name of Jesus. Me make sure now I put it on my mouth around the camera. Me I go just move with my head every time me I go eat it. Because I don't know what I do now. I couldn't know what I eat. Oh, the first babies were girls. Oh, you're asking me. No, the first babies were boy and girl. And the live twin now is 2 girls. Yeah. I'm having a long cup of strong ginger tea. Caribbean honeybee, bless up yourself. Go on, you not always I drink tea. I want to there in Canada or England. Me not drink no tea. Me beg Mike some juice and him give me some. I hit me a drink. Me not drinking any tea. The great Bob Marley say, me say me show me can. No, me talk it cause YouTube. Me show me can, me not call no foul. Who the cap fit, let them wear it. That is it. Root, nobody go up on them side in a root. Do not go up on them side. Oh, where say you have gas? Yes, I'm making the cat fit. I'm eating too. So you are allowed to have your bun. So true you eat, me can't eat. You see you're full of double standard. And it's not no bun, it's total. But the total your Rights Bakery come from, you know. And Rights Bakery I just want like a normal bakery. So I don't know if I try one normal bakery, why? Them something so clumsy, but it nice. But it clumsy. Full of too much crumbs, man. I don't want no crumbs in my house, and I put them spring cleaning today. Because when I come back from country Sunday morning, I don't want no crumbs, I don't want to come to no untidy the house. God, we get up and make excuse. Sorry there. I did not say excuse and I just move like that. Let me put it in a one plate. Because I'm not having it. So yes, people, we're talking about mental health tonight again. So, and we want to touch like schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder. Yes, we literally want to speak on those too. And Derval is just gonna give us a little brief, you know, a little brief, little continual talk on what I just said a while ago. Yes, because he has more knowledge on the topic than I do. I can always do my little research and everything anyway, but yeah, he can speak more fluently about it. I mean, I like that one, which one that that's something, yeah, that day now. Me hungry, me not eat no dinner. I one little tot of food did left back from yesterday. I left a plate for Mike. No, 2 plates it left. One for Mike, one for me. Me eat mine today. So Mike won, him give me one piece of him chicken and little. Yeah, and that can't full my belly. I just take my pill. Me like the mothers. Oh, mothers. Oh, me never tried mothers one. Tiffany and Starling was supposed to bring a few intros to the topic. Alright then. So, I know. So, me text them. Let me send them notification. Alright. So Let me forward one to Starling. Okay, then Tiffany says she'll be here in a minute. So, yeah. Yes, Tiffany said Starling don't answer me as yet. So, love the way you acted, Bam Bam. You are yourself. No fake this here. You real. Lord have mercy. Me don't know if it be fake, yeah. Lindsay Charles, good night. Good night, hon. We name we name Bambanians to here. We attach a name. Bambanians. Yeah, Derval came up with it. So, Derval, you can call in when you feel free to. Um, um, Tiffany said she soon be with us. Yeah, in a few. So, where is my thing there? Give me a second, people. We need yeah. So my laptop is up and running. So I can get to see the comments them better now. But the guy said me need to buy some SSD card something. But look how me dash you the paper what the guy tell me now. Me dash you, you know. I don't make always see my ask him still. I didn't want my sister buy it and bring it come for me because she'll come tomorrow, but it never happened. So why this happen? Nicole, good night. Good night, Nicole. Good night. Ah, that's what you was about to write. Yeah, so Dana said she would join. Yeah, she said okay, right? Yeah. So we are about to get educated right now, people, on mental health because a lot of us, a lot of us, we don't really take mental health serious. And the reason why we don't take it serious is because we don't really, know anything about it, really educate ourselves on it or, try to do a little research on it, Yeah. When I like, we shouldn't do this to the bag in my mouth to tear it because people feel of things in a supermarket, sneezing at them and do all kind of something. And my brain, I saw it work, I think deep. Now me make me eat. Alright. So, alright then. So, Dana say I'm supposed to connect her. Oh, so I will connect her when Derval call in, right? Yeah. So, Derval, you can go ahead when you are ready and call in, okay? So, I assume he's just, getting his things in order. Yeah. Good night, good night, good night.
Can you hear me well? Um, and the Bambanians hearing me well too?
We hear you. I'm hearing you, but you still kind of I sound a little low, but I'm hearing.
Also, okay, so what happened? I have an earpiece in, that's why. I don't want to hold the phone to my ears, and
Okay.
I have
You don't want to
specific
put it on
things that
speaker either, but we can hear you. You can hear him, guys.
they can hear me. Or you want me, well, should I go on speaker then?
No, I'm waiting on a reply from them. Can you hear him? Sing their vows. See if them can't hear you. Sing.
La 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 la.
Oh my God. Yeah, they can hear you. They can hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
A little fun
so
before we start. Nothing wrong with that.
that's right, and I do that. It is so before it's unfortunate tonight that I had a video today that I was sharing in the group session that I was doing, and
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately I can't share that. I can't let you play that on your. So what happened? And it's very disturbing. A restraining order was placed on a guy that was in a relationship with a young lady, and it was videoed of her SHOOTING her after a restraining order was placed against him, and he had severe mental issues, like very very severe, and regardless of the fact that she had made complaints and the court had put a restriction on him, there was
Mm-hmm.
no proper monitoring being done towards him, and unfortunately, he took her LIFE, right?
Oh
So,
my
but
God.
tonight I'm asking respectfully. I don't know how many people you can add, because I want to do a surprise thing with the crew. I want to make it interesting. So,
Oh
if
yeah.
you
So
could add Dana, if you could.
yeah.
Yeah, so sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. What are you saying?
No, I'm going to go ahead, but me I wonder.
Okay, so no, so listen first. So I want you to try and add Dana. I want you to add Tiffany and anyone else, Nicole or Debbie or Lindsay Charles, anybody on the live
Yeah,
that
how
is
much it
willing to
can
participate.
had though? I think it only can had. I think it's only 5 person can go on it or 4, something like so.
We don't, yeah, whatever you, home, it doesn't matter whoever people can add. And also, guys, you know the talk. Remember that the views expressed by me, by the host of the program, and anyone that comes on the live is not a reflection of the entire health system, mental health system, or the mental health issues. It's our personal opinion. It's not a reflection of anything to do with anyone, but we're just voicing our opinions
Mm-hmm.
and our opinions as individuals. That's all that we're looking at. So if Dana says it's crazy, and if Debbie says something else or whatever within the chat, Lindsay, Charles, Nicole, anybody, just we all understand that it's our personal opinion. So, and we don't try to be thin-skinned. Also, you don't have to agree with everything that I said,
Exactly.
which is fair enough, because it's my opinion again. So, Bam Bam, we don't want to drag this out tonight, because I need to do something, and because you have an idea what it is, but
Mm-hmm.
no one else know, and I'm sure you didn't share it.
I know
So
I
want you
didn't.
to
I
put
didn't.
I
I
want you to
didn't.
add all who you can add to it, as long as the person is willing to. If Dina want to come on to, I don't just add as much people as I can, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun, a little bit of chit chat. Because remember, sometimes when we're here talking about not mackerel, but we're talking about plantains, and we're talking about dates, and we're talking about that. Tonight is a night where we're gonna have a nice little sit down, and I see where Dania even expressed the situation that happened to her. If she don't have to talk about it, because I'm going to do a little thing which only Bam Bam is privy to it, but I can't do it by myself. I need participation.
So
So please, whoever can, please don't be shy, because no one is seeing you. Don't be shy. Just you guys see me all the time, because it's my picture on WhatsApp. So you don't have to. You can even block out your picture. We want to have fun. We want to talk about mental health, right? And please, guys, I need participation, because the session I'm doing finishes May the 1st, and I want to get an awesome review from wanna know up there, right?
Yeah.
So when we send it my thing, which I do on a daily basis, and they look at it and see what I did and my performance, because we have to be real, my performance, or I interact with the other people, what I say to them, the response that I get from them, I'm expecting the same thing from you guys. So please, guys, help me out with this one. Derval, I beg tonight, Okay, please, I need people to come on the live with me, okay? So I'm waiting for you, Bam Bam, to add these people, because there's something I'm going to do, and I need participation.
So I'm definitely going to add Starling and Danny, right? Tiffany. Starling, Danny, and Tiffany.
And also, because you didn't do the follow-up part 2 that night, and guys, Wednesday night I was beat, because I didn't even know. I came home and I didn't know what time I fell asleep. So Starling and Tiffany, who were with me on the night when we had the discussion, they had a few important things too that they wanted to talk about within this whole scope of mental health itself. So like that, like for me, nail on the head. And also to let them know, I use the content. I watch back Bam Bam's program, the live, and I use the content, some of the reasoning from both Starling and Tiffany reasoning. I use some of that content also. So we're gonna go back because I want them to share some of the things that they said they wanted to share. And I promise also that during this discussion, just feel free to freelance. Don't hold back anything, no matter, you're not gonna talk about your personal thing, but your how you feel about something or about.
Well, they are on.
Remember,
they are on the line. They are on the line with you. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah.
So I say I say, okay, I know I'll be in there. Yes. Okay. So we have yes. So Bam Bam, if you can add another person. Tell me who we have now. Talk to me.
You've got Tiffany.
Tiffany, all right.
Good night to everyone. Hello, Bambanians. Sending you all loads of love and blessings and all of the greatness that life has to offer. Hope your Thursday was amazing. And greetings to you, Bam Bam, and everyone else.
Yeah. My day was challenging. Yeah. I had a lot to do.
I get it. It happens sometimes.
All right, good night, everybody. Starling here.
Hi, Sterling.
Hey, what's going on?
Life is going on.
As
As the cool people would say, life is lifing.
right? Life is life. I like it.
And then we have.
Night, everyone. Dana here.
Hi.
Dana, hey.
Nice.
Hi, Dana, girl.
I love
Dineri.
it. No, lady.
Would you like to join, Dineri?
Yeah, man.
What then?
Dinner, come on. Come to the live.
Dineri would have to call because I don't have her in my chat. Let me pin my number. Let me put my number in the chat. Yeah, so it's WhatsApp only. She said no. Dineri no want to hear her voice.
Oh, really? Man.
So,
The grandson that said
tonight,
mmm.
Monday night, we Tiffany and Starling. There are a lot of important points that they wanted to bring across. But tonight, I'm gonna put any of you two ladies on the live tonight. I want each of you, or all three of you can do it. Bam Bam, she wanted us to talk about multiple personality disorder. Now, I'm challenging each of you to a little venture that I'm gonna do with each person, right? So,
Okay, one sec, Derval, one sec. Derval, one sec. I just see somebody of interest. Kama G Lee. Yeah.
okay, so you wanna add?
So good night, Kama G. Hey peeps, it's been a bit. Hope all is
We
well.
don't want-
So,
you-
wait
you
then,
don't want-
him just come on. So I'm going to give him a little heads up on what we're going to do. So, come on, G, we are talking about mental health and the effects that it has on our society. We did part 1, so we're doing part 2 tonight. And we are going to touch part like, talk about schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder, and some of the stuff that causes mental health. So we have Derval, Tiffany, Dana, and Starling in online here, right? So we're doing a little thing. So I'm asking if you would want to join, because I know you wear many hats. So I don't know. Would you like to join on the panel here?
I just
I'm
wait for a
asking you,
response.
please. So could you just give me a response, yes or no? And you could just call in because your number kind of look far in the chat, in my phone. So let me see if I get a response from him.
The response does be quick compared to.
Well, Guanta, go on your thing.
Okay, so
Time can move away from the phone too.
for Dania, Starling, and Tiffany, all three of you are gonna ask me. Think of Derval as someone that you're treating. Again, we know we are not psychiatrists or psychologists. And I'm sitting down before you and you're gonna ask me a question about myself. Think again about multiple personalities. So each time you ask me, each individual that asks me who I am, I'm not gonna be Derval Parchment anymore. I'm gonna be another person. Now, choose your questions. So we don't want to drag it out. Gonna dance, and then I'm gonna play a role that I'm a different person in the same body. I'm sure you guys follow me, right? We're not gonna drag it out because I'm sure there are things that Starling and Tiffany. What I need is for content, which I did it stuff with other people today, wink wink, that are under the same umbrella as in the mental health thing, but not that you guys can have something ongoing, but you all three, you're gonna ask me who I am. So I'm gonna be sitting before you, and you're gonna ask me about myself in your own little way, as in the year I was birthed, my name, what I do as a career, etc., etc. Now remember that for multiple personality disorder, I'll be switching, so you know that I'll be taking on these different personalities. So be aware that I'm going to play the role in such a way that I'm going to come across as even being aggressive, and I'm going to come across as being nice. Be prepared for that. So if you ask me a question and I think you should ask me that question, remember again, we are role playing. Just see it as wow. So interact with me there. Let's work on it, right? So each of you, as I said, ask me my name each time. The one finish the other person, back and forth, blah blah blah, and we'll go with it from there. All right. So whenever you're ready.
Okay. Perfect. So, Derval, quick question. How many questions are we allowed to ask? Just one, or can I ask multiple questions?
Questions, but you're going to be asking me. So think of, let's think of a horror movie and someone who is possessed with different personalities. We are breaking it down in a fair way. So I'm going to keep changing personalities. Each time you ask each individual, like you, Starling, asked me one, Tiffany asked me my name, Dana asked me, I'm going to be changing each time. So I'll be transitioning from one person to another person. Yes.
Okay, so where are you from?
Deutschland, Germany.
Mm.
Okay.
Do you like it there?
And how?
Go ahead, Starling.
Oh, okay. So the next question would be from me. How old are you?
I am 69 years old. Why do you want to know my business?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Do you have a
Where are you
problem?
from?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was just curious, that's all.
Okay.
That's all. Didn't mean any harm. Didn't mean any harm, okay?
Where are you from?
Germany.
Oh no, but I thought you would switch up and answer a different country.
Oh, no, each person.
That's why I asked it again.
And that's because you have to deal with one person at a time, not three persons at the same time. So who am I talking to now?
It's Tiffany. I thought we were asking only one question per person.
No. Each person gonna ask me multiple questions. So this is it. Where
Oh.
my name, my birth, the year I was born, even if it's contrary, which is the country I'm from. Yeah, each person gonna deal with throw the questions at me. And when you're satisfied, then the next person, and then the next person. So we'll do it again. Okay? So who wanna go first? That's what I was saying, but maybe there was a misunderstanding. So who wanna go first?
I don't mind. I'll go first. That's fine.
So who is this now? Who am I talking to?
Starling.
You better learn the voice, you know, Derval.
Okay. It's all playing out in the same way. You guys have to catch on to it, you know. It's the reason why I'm doing that.
Yeah, man, I'm
So,
listening. That's why I tell us to learn the voice.
Okay. So, what is your name?
Hans Gruber.
And Scuba?
Hans
Okay, is that what you would... And Scuba. Okay, got you. What would you like for me to call you?
Hans.
Hans. Okay. Hans. Hans, tell me something. You stated before that you're 69 years old? Is that correct?
Have a problem with that?
Okay. Absolutely not. I'm even loving that number. I'm loving that age. Could you tell me a little bit about your parents?
My parents are dead. My father was killed in the war, and my mom was killed when they bombed Dresden.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear. Oh my God. And where were you living at that time?
I was living in Berlin.
In Berlin. Okay. I hear that. I understand. Was that a difficult time for you? With everything going on with the war and your parents? Was that a difficult time?
My dad was an asshole.
Oh, what made him an asshole? What happened?
He beat my mom.
Oh my God. How did that make you feel?
I wanted to get rid of it.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Are
And
you a boy or a girl?
how did you think that you were gonna...
Are you a boy or
Oh, I'm a woman. I'm a woman.
a man?
I am a woman. Excuse me, I didn't hear you.
I hate women.
You hate women? Why? What happened?
Because you're troublemakers.
Well, some of us can be, but not all of us. Not all of us are troublemakers. Some of us are, unfortunately, but not all of us are. I mean, if you gave me a chance, maybe you could get to know me and decide if I'm a troublemaker. How does that sound?
Are you pretty?
Well, that depends on what you call pretty. Do I think I am pretty? Absolutely. Do some people think I'm pretty? Yes, and some people think I'm not that pretty. So,
I don't
it
like
depends on how you see.
I don't like you.
You don't like me? Okay, and that's understandable. That's understandable for our first encounter. But it would be nice if you gave me a chance. If you gave me a chance, and then, maybe about 15 minutes from now, if you just spoke with me for like 15 minutes, and then if you decided you still don't like me at the end of the 15 minutes, I'm going to be okay with that. How is that? Is that something you think that you can do?
Goodbye.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I will try. I don't want to talk to you no more. I need to
Well,
go to bed.
you need to go to bed. Okay, I understand. Maybe we could continue this conversation at a later time. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Sleep tight, okay?
You sleep tighter.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I think I am finished. So whoever want to tag in next can tag in.
Good night, this is Dana. What's your name?
Michael Forbes.
Go again?
Michael Forbes. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Dana. Where are you from?
From the United States, New Jersey to be exact. How are you doing?
For real? I'm alright. I like it in New Jersey. We're in New Jersey.
Trenton.
Did you like it there?
No. It's boring here.
Oh my god, it's boring. What do you like to do?
I like to go to the park, and I like to sit and look at the stars.
Ooh, you like the stars.
Yes. Do you like the stars?
Yes, I like the stars.
Have you ever traveled to the moon?
No, but I wish I could.
I have traveled to the moon.
Oh, for real?
Are you laughing at me?
No, not really, but it's funny.
Oh, you sound so sexy. What's your name again?
Dana.
You have
Huh?
a boyfriend.
Yes, I do.
Oh, so you're
Why do you ask?
somebody. It's my wife left me.
Did she leave you on the moon?
Yes, she left when I went to the moon. I spent vacation on the moon.
Oh. How was it over there?
Very nice. I used to look at Mars and Jupiter and Saturn and Pluto.
Did you talk to anybody over there?
I spoke to aliens.
Oh, that's cool.
Have you ever talked to an alien?
No, I wish though.
Why are you laughing at me? You're hurting my feelings.
I'm sorry, but it is funny. You don't think it's funny?
Oh, 7 apart on the moon.
Hmm?
An apartment on the moon.
You have an apartment on the moon?
Yes.
God damn! How did you get that? Did you buy it from an alien?
Yes. Bought it from. Why are you
I'm
laughing?
so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's too funny.
What are you
You don't laugh? You don't laugh?
Huh?
You don't laugh? You should laugh too. Try it.
I feel out of place when no one is there to listen to me and listen to what I'm saying. I'm so stressed. I feel out of place. I need comfort.
Mm.
And you know what? I don't want to talk no more because you're hurting my feelings and you keep laughing at me.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Can you apologize?
I'm sorry.
Will you please apologize?
I am so sorry.
Thank you. Have a good night. I'm going to bed now.
All right, sleep tight.
Thank you.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
I hope you visit me on the moon I'll take you to Pluto and Mars.
I will.
Neighbor.
Hello there. What is your name?
My name is Joseph Stanford.
How old are you?
I'm 4 years old.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Okay. Are you crying?
Yes.
Why are you crying?
I need a girlfriend.
Have you tried online dating, perhaps?
Trying it, but it says I'm too fat.
Ah,
I
guess what?
weigh 345 pounds.
You can still find love. There are people who are okay with who you are until you get to who you really want to be. But that's not too bad.
But I lost my job and I'm sitting at home all the time.
I'm sorry to hear that. That must be hard. How long has it been since you've lost your job?
2 years.
Okay.
No one wants to help me. Everyone tells me that I can't run and I can't ride a bike. And I'm so stressed out because I need to be able to move around.
Well, guess what? You're dealing with a lot of things. So it's totally understandable that you're feeling the way you are. And I really do hope things get better.
Are you single?
I'm not.
Because I
But
want
don't
a
be-
girlfriend. I want a girlfriend. Can you get me a girlfriend?
Let's see. Maybe let's see how I can help you. Perhaps I can help you look through some online profiles.
What are you going to hook me up with a love connection? Oh my goodness.
Well, let's not get too excited yet. Let's not get too excited yet. Take your time, one day at a time.
So should I go back to crying again?
I don't want you to go back to crying because there's hope. We're gonna get you a girlfriend.
Oh, I like girls. I like lots of girls.
All right, well, there you go. That should cheer you up.
You think 3 or 4 girls?
Pardon me?
Do you think I can have 3 or 4 girls?
Well, probably not. I don't think they're gonna be okay with that. You can probably have one girl. Because it wouldn't be the honest thing to do. It just wouldn't. And you wouldn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Are nice to me. Get off my... I don't want to talk to you then.
I'm sorry I've upset you. What can I do to change it?
Get me a girlfriend.
I did tell you we're gonna work on that. Are you still upset with me?
I am trying. I like your You have such a sexy voice.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. That's really nice of you to say.
Can you tell me you love me?
Well, I love you. Well, listen, I want you to chin up. We're going to work on finding you a girl, and I think you're going to be all better. We're going to take it one day at a time. How about that?
Okay. You.
All right, so I'll leave you now to go to bed, and we'll talk tomorrow. All right?
Bye-bye. Are you gonna be early? Are you gonna be early with me tomorrow?
Well, let's see. I'm not really an early riser, but I can meet you halfway. What time do you get up?
Yeah.
I get up at 7. Can you bring me a peanut butter jelly sandwich?
Do you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Yes, I like peanut butter. I like chocolate peanut butter. Yeah, that's my favorite.
All right, I'll make you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. How about that? And I'll see you at 11 o'clock tomorrow. We can meet at a coffee shop.
Okay, would your boyfriend be coming?
He will not be. It will just be you and I. And we will talk about how we're going to find you someone who hopefully you'll hit it off with.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.
All righty. Talk to you then. Bye.
Should I shower? Should I shower?
Have you showered yet?
Not yet. Should I
Then
shower?
yes, you should. Yes, you should.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
That was
Tiffany, you could have
awesome.
survived the indoors.
Tiffany looked like, yes, Tiffany could have
would have
survived it.
welcomed me.
Yes.
I did could have did.
Because Dana could not control herself. She was fighting. Dana was fighting. Starling actually got through. Yes, Starling got through, but was surprised with some of her answers. But Tiffany got at it lock.
Tiffany, you know me when you married me.
Listen to me, lady.
Tiffany, you did very well. She did very well. She did very well.
Well, thank you. We're raising
No.
So Derval, Kamaraji Lee wanted me to add him, but it, as I said, 6 people can go on it. 5 is the most. Yeah, cause I was trying to add him.
So let me tell you, ladies, I'm not putting you all on a pedestal. It was awesome. So here, while I'm doing it, because I did this today with the people that were borderline other issues. We don't want too much. So listen to this. So the rating is, Dana, I'm gonna deal with you first. I gave you a 6 because you could not hold your composure. You understand? So she's talking. So
They were top of the head long time.
and you can't hold it. Starling, I'll give you an 8. You had a conversation, but at the same time, he was thinking that, oh, she took sound to this and sound to that, and she don't want to hear me out too much. No, Tiffany, I gave you a 10 out of 8.
Wow.
Starting out.
Absolutely.
Good night, Vicky. I don't know what they think there give me problem, you know. It tell myself to move to get better location.
So here's what I stole up. Okay, so we got the support. The character switches personality, play the role of different persons. The key, it was just great. You all came across in your own way. You asked the relevant questions. Everything about the person that you're dealing with, even though, the holding their composure was hard for us to do because
What Dana make me a dead.
so hear this lady. So I said to Bam Bam, Bam Bam, I need a role play. I need to have the ladies back because I have a role play that I have to do and I need them on. I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm very, very proud of you. So that we just did is the multiple personality disorder. So I changed personality. I'm 3 different persons. I'm in and out of this realm. And to be honest, I could have done something else and go way back. But because I didn't let you guys know, I didn't prepare you for anything. I could have said, Dana, I want you to go research on this. And when you asked me this, so I just want to catch you off guard. That's the key element to it. You're not supposed to, you're just going to ask the question, you're going to expect a response from me. And Tiffany was so professional, holding the conversation.
Tiffany, you could really work with them.
Tiffany actually understands.
Dania, only you.
No, in the actual field though, in the actual field, I work with people with schizophrenia. But me have on a straight face when me deal with them. You have to just deal with them. You understand? You have to be respectful and all of that. But we don't really talk to them like that. To the moon and back, you know?
So now that you have a conversation with someone that has multiple personalities. So here what happened now. Tonight you guys are going to go in depth in the discussion. There are a few things that Tiffany had to bring forward and Starling from the last time. So in just reasoning, we know that in a nutshell, what really is mental health? We know that mental health is the capacity of every individual according to the way they feel and think, act in ways to enhance their ability to enjoy life and deal with challenges. We know that is mental health. But when it comes to mental illnesses, we can go broad-based. I mean, and this is, the good thing about it is that we have the health itself, but we have the illnesses. And one of the most critical of all of them, you know, believe it or not, is bipolar. Bipolar is one of the most serious illnesses that one can encounter in the area of mental health. Because most of the people, they are bipolar. And I want to, Dana and Tiffany.
Repeat what you said, they're about most of what?
Mental health related. Bipolar is one of the strongest. Bipolar. Bipolar.
Oh, okay.
Bipolar, yeah. And we're gonna talk a little bit about bipolar, which is a serious disease. Tiffany and Starling they were going to elaborate more on some situations that they said they wanted to talk about more in depth. So we don't want to drag it out too much. So we know bipolar is a mood disorder. It's a current sequence. It's depressive, right? You have mixed episodes that usually follow each other, right? Sometimes relative normal function when the patient seems to have reverence towards a situation. There is also this way of expressing themselves. We know that bipolar, you have bipolar 1 disorder, you have bipolar 2, and you have what is called cyclothymia. Cyclothymia. So that is that third part. So even though someone is bipolar, there's 3 stages in it.
And I thought it was 2.
Bipolar 2, and you have cyclothymia, right?
All along I thought it was 2.
We know bipolar threatens family, its emotional, its social performance, economic status of the society. You know, depends on how the patient is feeling or the person. But a lot of people do have bipolar-like traits, but they don't even know that it's a slow onset of bipolar, you know, coming on slowly. And one must not be, offended in any way by thinking that, if this person is bipolar and they can't deal with it. Yes, there's an absolute time or moment or space or whatever when you can get others involved, especially when dealing with someone with bipolar. You understand? It just depends on, I think Starling elaborated on this too. She said there was a situation where people were getting out and the police had to be called. And in that reasoning, I would see the police as a last resort, because now they're training them as it relates to dealing with people with mental issues compared to dealing with other situations. So we can discuss bipolar, anything that you feel within the group. It's nice to talk about. Dana, I observed your comment earlier about the 32-week thing, and you don't have to go in detail too much. But how did you feel after going through that situation? What did you have a postpartum like feeling, or was it just a self-rejuvenation and telling yourself that, you know what, I'm gonna go through a self-cleansing? Or did you break down? Did you just stay away from people? Did you go into a closet, a mind closet, and tell yourself, I'm not gonna communicate with anyone, I'm just gonna stay by myself? Just elaborate on that a bit. You don't have to go into a lot. But how did that affect you psychologically?
Well, I'm a more mentally tough person. So, and a part of the mental toughness is a skill with apathy that I have, where I can reason out anything and basically get through anything. So what actually happened was I wasn't able to grieve because I was around a lot of people at the time. There was a lot of people who were gathering around me at that time, thinking I needed that support when really I needed to be alone. So I didn't get the space to grieve. And then by the time I was alone, it was too far gone for me to even process all of that. And then I just went to work. Yeah, because that's how I deal with my problems at work. Yeah, so that's how I deal with that.
That's awesome. So working, it's a form of nourishment for the mind. So you're focused on this, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you take your mind off the situation / event that has happened, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know that also, so bipolar causes stressful life events. You went through a life event, maybe, and as you said, it didn't stress you out from what I'm understanding, right? From your response. Bipolar, it's a serious illness, death of a loved one.
There is stress and there is stress response to me because my life might be very stressful, but I don't really express stress. I just deal with it and pass through it. So it was stressful, but I've seen what I have been through. Several people would have probably died already, or would have taken their lives, or I don't know, would have broken down or wouldn't be able to function normally. So yeah, it might have been stressful, but my reaction or my response to it then is not the same.
Wow. Knowing that I'm talking to you, I'm going to say something to you, and you give me the quickest thing that comes to your mind. You're hearing me?
Yeah, you're in there clear. Go ahead.
Apple.
Repeat.
Okay. Apple.
Apple. What comes to mind?
Yes.
I'm seeing a green apple in my mind.
Okay. Quick response. Car.
A red car.
Bus.
A yellow bus.
Plantain.
Planting.
Yes.
A green planting.
Pen.
A blue pen.
Wow. Thank you. Now, if everyone in the chat realized what Dana just did, Dana focused on colors. So in Dana's mind, everything that I ask her, she's seeing colors. She see a green plantain, you see a red or blue pen, etc., etc. So she's focused on color. Starling, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Starling. We don't touch Tiffany at the master because we know Tiffany know where I go. So Starling, me and you now. Okay. Parrot.
Okay.
So the first thing I say, parrot. Sorry if you can't hear because I have to be using my earpiece because I'm doing other stuff. I'm taking notes. So parrot. No, the first thing that comes to your mind, Starling. Okay, so let me say it then. Okay, monkey.
Tree.
Chimpanzee.
Monkey.
Gorilla.
Zoo.
Horse.
Love.
Boyfriend.
Pain.
Boss.
Mediator.
Thank you. Okay, now you see where you took yours. So you're thinking at the same time.
Associations.
Yes,
Instead of the actual thing.
Yes. Oh my God. It's just off it. Tiffany, your time, Tiffany.
No, before I'm put on my pedestal to fall off and drop off on the ground. Do note that My strongest point is empathy because I'm an overly sensitive person. I'm an empath. So with that exercise, I was able to do well in it because of my empathy and pretty much my acceptance. I accepted the individual for wherever they were in that moment, even if they thought they were a completely different person, with all of their odd and strange type of responses. I'm saying this to say that I may very well fail this questioning that you're going to ask right now, but I'm willing to go.
I don't think I can fail. It's not a failing thing.
Not fail. No one can fail. No one can fail. So we're just gonna throw anything at you. So first thing, beer, drinking beer,
Drink?
beer. Yeah, beer.
Drinking?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Drink.
Okay. Beer, the animal.
Scary.
Wolf.
Did you say wolf?
Yes.
Scary.
Buffalo.
Roadkill.
Deer.
Mountain.
Your boyfriend.
Ooh, I love him.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Some of
Thank
those
you.
were emotions.
So were, yes, some were emotions.
Mm-hmm.
See, so
Mhm.
this is something that I do every day just to share.
I'm a left brain person. I'm very left brain than a straight.
So
That's funny. Like I'm a left brain person.
yes. So before I let you guys go into your talk, because I know Starling and Tiffany had mentioned, and Dana, you can you can
Derval, let me interject.
yes.
Yeah, let me interject. Like when one of them finish talk, I'm going to just let them come down because Camaraderie want to join, okay? And 6 can't join.
And who?
Camaraderie. You remember Camaraderie, man? Camaraderie Lee?
I'm seeing the comment. I'm seeing the comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Kamaji.
Kamaji, yeah.
Yeah, Camaraderie. Me always I call people name wrong about Camaraderie.
I hear a thing that
My God.
when I call John Paul, you call Paul something else.
And, ladies, I thank you
Yeah,
for
but what was the purpose of the exercise, though, in terms of processing, related to the first question?
I want to see the feedback that I got, because today I did one, and I'm gonna deal with you Dana first. Every time I said something, you did with colors, and it's so uncanny that today I was interacting with someone, and I asked the same things that I asked you, and they saw color. You understand? And that person is borderline, because I mean, no one knows who the person is, right? And when I focus on
I was seeing more than colors. I was seeing a little bit more than colors, but I only expressed the color because I was just being quick. Well, I could have been a bit more detailed with the actual image that come to mind, but every time you said something, I'm actually picturing the thing that you're saying. I'm seeing a full description of it, but I mentioned the color in terms of just describing. Oh yeah, I was seeing color.
so I'll share some shit. So today I said to someone, monkey, and he said, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. You follow me? You understand? And I said to him, gorilla, and he said, small wee wee. So he's basically thinking, which is a fact that as big as the gorilla is, he's on a sexual type mindset, right? Because as big as the gorilla is wee wee, it's very small. You understand? So I did this to incorporate a lot of the things that I do on a daily basis and to get the feedback. Because again, as I said, this thing, what I'm doing now, the session that I'm doing finishes May 1st. And I'm just asking, I wanted the participation, I wanted the group session, because I'm taking notes. If you ever see in front of me right now, I have like 10, 20 pages of stuff written up, highlighted, and I'm just going through it the same way I did today and a couple of days ago, because I needed that interaction. I need to get the feedback and the split personality, just simplifying it. I wanted to see each person when they ask me the questions, if they held their composure, or if they were just normal, if they didn't stumble, if they chose the right questions to ask. As telling them who I am. For example, when I talk about being from Germany, if you had noticed, I had said a little bit of German in there because I'm not good in it, but I know like Guten Nacht, Guten Morgen, Guten Vater, Come again, stuff like that. Few little things I know with the Germanic language.
So with the color and the borderline, talk more about that to me.
So yeah. So as we had let me tell you what I, because we had this borderline reasoning, the one that you said you missed. So give you a little bit. So oftentimes being borderline, one tend to go into different eras wherein they're thinking, but they're saying should be this way and it is that way, and in my head I am correct. You understand, with the way they perform and the things that they say. You understand? So if I say plantain, some people think of food, but they're seeing a green plantain, right? So in their mental state, they're saying what I say is the right thing, but it does not necessarily mean it is the right way. How they think of it, or how they say it is, it don't have to be that way. And someone else would say plantain is food. You understand? But because of their condition, they don't see the reality of it. And they can also say the pen is used for writing. You understand? So when we break it down, we break it down in such a way that you get the
Till they start again.
Share a very unpopular type of opinion and thought surrounding something that you said. Do you know that, I'm going to use on the off market, do you know that a lot of people that are quote unquote considered borderline have psychic abilities? You see that same, no, and it won't be something that you're going to actually, maybe somebody who's in the mental health field will see it as madness and weirdness. But in my opinion, and I've got no expertise when it comes to any major nothing in psychology, but in my opinion, for those individuals who are willing to embrace that part of themselves, even they've been diagnosed with some kind of a borderline situation, because they have different subcategories of borderline. I don't know if the word is subcategories, but borderline shows up differently in different people. You can have 4 people with borderline personality disorder and they fall in a different type of borderline. I don't really know how to explain it, but
it's okay to explain it that your own way. Yes, there is. I have what you're saying. I have it all here. Yeah.
But the way in which they believe in their mind that something is truth is the way they would express it in the position of being a psychic. Because when you're a psychic, you have to express your information as absolute truth in that moment, even though you might communicate that energy shifts and things can be adjusted, but there's a level of solidity with their information when they're operating in that psychic realm. And I know this went to a complete different area than you expected it to, but when I heard you said that, I figured I would mention it.
Yeah, well, look here. We know the psychic element because there are a few movies that we have to watch in the group. And I think one time I had mentioned to you a book about feeling good. Now, yes, this is why I say the views expressed by me or any one of you is not a reflection of the book, the life itself, right? I have no doubt that there are people that have psychic energy. I have no doubt with that. And this is something that is proven. If one wants to see it as something demonic, or one wants to see it as someone going into tarot card reading, or seances, or whatever, one is free to think how they want to think. You understand? But I do have that here, that people do have psychic energy or talents or gifts, whichever way anyone wants to term it. So you're
In connection with being borderline,
Huh?
you have that documented on your paperwork in connection with borderline that there could be persons that are actually considered gifted,
No, not the gifted part. Not the gifted part. They're
but the
saying
psychic part.
yes. They're saying that people who are borderline have so they were there are a few cases. What's his name? Remember him now. That think of the Roman era back in the BC period of times when I want to I'm sorry. Come on, Dana, catch me up with this. What do you call those? Did anyone here see the movie called 300?
Yeah.
So what was the she met with? You remember the entity that when he went to see the
Oracle.
The Oracle of Delphi.
Oracle.
beauty? Yes, man, that's why I love them lady. I know the Oracle.
That word is connected to me in a certain way, but anyways, put that aside.
No, Dana, you see, get 19. So no, I'm just in conjunction with what Darling was saying. You understand? So as I say,
The seer, yeah.
Yes, the seer, yes. So again, remember, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just doing a session, and I get info that I have to share and work with for the program that I'm doing. You understand? So if one believes in the power of the oracle, or one believes in seances or whatever, but we know that you have the Catholic Church perform exorcism, right? So if it's all up to the individual person. How we call it a gift? I don't know. It's up to each person to think the way.
I personally believe that all mental illness is some imbalance between the brain and the body mind and the spirit mind. So there's an imbalance there, and there can be some 1 foot in, 1 foot out experience. That's why I feel like they some of the things that they say they're experiencing, I don't think it is false. It's just that we are not privy to that realm that they are experiencing.
Okay, because
That's what I think is happening, because there's a lot of things that's happening in the spirit world. But we don't need to experience all of that. That's why we kind of lock off. But anyways, that's a completely different
And you know what? It is not a completely different topic, Dana. You know why? Because this is a good segue. I'm sorry, Derval, for cutting you off. Did you want to continue? I just didn't want to miss this one part. This is a good time to kind of flow into what I had brought up the other night. And Bam Bam, I am very conscious and aware that you've got other people that want to come up. So you said the moment that I express this,
No man, he's gonna leave now.
expand on.
He's gonna leave
Okay.
now because he has to get up early, he said. Yeah. So I'm leaving.
Okay, so this is a good segue into the reason why some years ago I went to, church one Good Friday, and I just got up and I said, I actually don't believe this anymore. And it wasn't that I didn't believe it, it was that it no longer worked for me. I realized about maybe, how many years now? Maybe about 13 or so years ago that my way of processing information and emotions was a little bit different. And the traditional way in which I was raised and my belief system was not working for me because it rendered me weak.
wow.
I wasn't able to hold it together as one would expect me to do. And at the time I was going through a very, 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 very difficult life experience. And I remember expressing to friends that, you know what, this is how I'm feeling. It's just something that's hard for me to process. And they kept saying, Tiffany, no, this is what the word says. This is how you're supposed to be. And I can remember myself wanting to be such a good Christian girl. I sat around the table and I was reading scriptures and I kept trying to shift my emotions. And I kept trying to find ways to not feel how I was feeling. And it was one of the hardest things for me to do. I did not start living until I embraced every emotion that I was experiencing.
Wow.
I started to allow myself to be one with whatever it is that I was feeling. And it was only then that I found myself balanced and normal. I was no longer able to live up to the expectations of being positive all the time. You shouldn't feel this way. I recognized that every emotion had validity. Every emotion was necessary. So, for example, there are some unbalanced individuals that might be in certain religious organizations, might even ward you against even grieving. We have
Are
gotten
you
so
saying,
much better.
Tiffany, are you saying that the Christian faith is telling you that you're not supposed to embrace certain emotions?
In the past, that's what I was experiencing, yes.
Okay.
This is what I was experiencing in the past, and I literally had to break away, and I've never looked back. I am one of the most God-fearing, I like to call God source or spirit, just to add a bit of what's the word? Just so people don't feel, all locked up within just the one way of how we would say God or Jesus or whatever it is that you believe in. But the moment I was able to just be free with all of the feelings I was having, knowing that there are certain times where you may have to hold back and say, I'm going to allow myself to process that a little later. Maybe you're working now and you can't allow yourself to be one with it in this moment. But I embraced the reality that, listen, there was no bad emotion. And I'm not referring to people who are out there, unaliving people and those things. I'm referring to normal, general emotions that regular human beings face on a daily basis. That's what I'm referring to. So I didn't force myself to be an overly positive-minded person all the time. If I felt sad, I allowed myself to feel sad. If I felt like today was the day that, Tiffany, you know what, maybe don't overextend yourself too much today. Maybe you need to relax. I connected even more deeply with my spiritual sense when I did that. I stopped feeling condemned because I was feeling so much condemnation because I wasn't able to measure up to how I was supposed to be as a Christian, which is knowing that Christ died for your sins. And as a result of Christ dying for your sins, what do you have to be sad about? The last part of it that I wanted to dive into is the portion surrounding sensitivity and creativity. And the fact that a lot of individuals that we're experiencing in the realm of social media has a high sense of sensitivity. Sometimes they don't know. And as a result of them not knowing, this is how you experience people that are overly expressive to the point where they may not hold back anything. They get overly angrily easily and simply just say whatever it is that comes out of their mouth, not realizing that there are sensitive individuals, and because they have a tendency to overshare and overexpress, if they would become more aware, I guess only life experiences is going to cause them to be more aware, because unfortunately sometimes it takes trauma for one to really fully come into their spiritual sense and to come into who they are for real. So in just the realm of some of what we're seeing going on in social media world is because people don't recognize how sensitive they are. And maybe they should express themselves with a little bit more caution, for a lack of better word, because down the road when they come into the full consciousness and the awareness of who they are, after they've gone through the trauma and after they've gone through the pain, it's only then that they'll realize. So I don't know if anything I've said have connected or I've just babbled, but that's exactly what I wanted to express and what I wanted to expand on.
Definitely connected.
Tiffany, what's that?
I said it definitely connected.
That's good.
Yeah, in a real world,
Absolutely.
in a real world, in mental health, it's expressive. It's expressive. because we know that mental health will always be there. Mental health, not mental illness, will always be there. It can either be positive or negative for mental health. But then the diseases is what a lot of people have to deal with. And you know, sometimes, well, we know this in society, see a lot of people out there going from day to day, and there's so many underlying issues. I have reached to a point now where in just what I'm learning, well, I had conflict management in university when I was doing another program, but that dealt with stressors and everyday situations that you have to deal with, even in interpersonal skills. You have to deal with these things. But when it comes to mental health, like sometimes I'm lost even for words with things that I see. For example, if the mental hospital here in Toronto, you can't wear uniform. And I remember recently, 2 days ago, I went to a certain place, won't name the place, and a lady came up to me and said, have you taken your pill? And I said, no, not yet. And she stretched a bottle that she had with some juice in it. You know, I'm like, okay. I mean, she wasn't a worker, you understand? And, you know, like, I'm like, wow, the things that you see, the things you have to deal with. And if you see that person out on the street, very different. You think she's coming out of an office, you think she's an executive director or manager in a big establishment. She was properly attired, nice top, you know, skirt and high heel shoes and stuff like that. But there were identifiable things that you could see. For example, the makeup she had on was like purple and pink and yellow, and even her forehead had makeup on it. You understand? And her
You know,
cheeks.
a lady from Portmore living in Waterford. I think that lady have a mental problem. I don't know what it is, but she all right. Then it's like when she was in her real self, she carried herself well, because you can see she always clean and so. But her makeup, she will all have on a purple rouge on here, just like how Derval said, all kind of color on her face and her hair, different color. And, you know, she might use a piece of braid with a piece of human hair all together, you know, but she clean. Yeah. I don't know what, you know, I know she have some mental problem. I don't know what it is.
Top 10 questions which I'm going to throw at the panel. Well, I know it's not well, Dana had to express herself, but I still had to throw these because we know it doesn't mean that it has affected any of you. So, first one, schizophrenia or psychosis.
Hold on, Derval. Hold on, please, if you don't mind. I'll just like to interject a little bit.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you. I listened to you guys a lot, and a few things. Dana, I know exactly where you're coming from. If you need some time to decomp or something like that. But one, I could tell you this. As Jamaican people, we have been taught, as Black people in general, we have been taught to be the strong ones. And a lot of times what happens is that we have stressors and all that, and we rarely find ways to deal with it. Instead, we say, oh, I'm moving on to the next. Like you said, work, you have a stress, and then you work, or something happened and you work and you kind of move on. And that put in itself, it's real for a lot of us. A lot of us. It's real for a lot of us. We're not dealing with anything too much. Okay? And the same thing I went through, so I'm talking to you personally. I know exactly where you're coming from, and I can tell you, sis, one day you're going to have to sit and unpack all of that. All that stress,
I know.
all that time when, yeah, we have to sit with that. And if you do, that's wonderful. I'm happy to hear that because not many people do. If there's a situation, just saying, oh, I'm moving on and not addressing it and dealing with it, allowing yourself to go through the motions is never the answer. That kind of ties into what Tiffany had said. Tiffany, one of the things I do know about empath and so on, because my daughter, she's a Hayeko. I don't know if you know what that is, Tiffany. So my daughter is that, and she feels things to a highest level. My daughter will walk in a room, and she'll look at you and just burst out crying. And that's because she's sensing everything within that room. My daughter does that. She's always been like that. And for a long time, we didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. And we turned to Christianity. Luckily, I didn't put her on medication. And eventually I got to a point, I'm like, okay, so then I helped her, and now she's like managing, and she's doing a lot better with differentiating and so on. So when it comes to being an empath and so on, I totally get it. One of the movies that we should definitely watch is on Netflix. It's called Glass. It has Samuel L. Jackson in it. And the first couple of minutes in the movie, you'll probably think it's
Let
trash.
me write
but
that
I guarantee
down.
you, just stick to the end, and you will go, wow.
What is it? Glass?
A great book to read.
That's the one with you say Glass. You said the one with the guy that was fragile. Is it Glass?
In that movie,
Glass?
it has someone with multiple personalities and all of that. It covers an array of things that we're talking about here. And it ties in with Tiffany and so on. So it's a great movie if you just stick it out until the end. Because I was watching it, I was like, what the heck is this? But I stuck with it, and I was not disappointed. I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah,
The ending part, you will get it. Okay, great. And there's a book called Many Are Called, Few Are Chosen. It's a great read because it kind of takes a spin on mental health, how it ties in to spirituality, the different personalities and people. Derval, you would probably benefit from a read like that. Also, the book is called Many Are Called, Few Are Chosen.
With the author.
Many are called, few are chosen. And it takes, it basically opens up as Gaia, the Mother Earth. That's how it starts out, like, Mother Earth is in trouble, who will volunteer to help to heal her? And then in the process, in the book, it takes you into different people, mental health, and it kind of ties into psychic, it ties into mental health, it ties into drug use, promiscuity. It's just a different perspective on the psyche. All right, so that's definitely a good read.
It's written by H.
I'm gonna
Berlin Anderson.
What's his name? Who wrote it, Dana?
H. Berlin Anderson.
I'm gonna tell you. No, it's a Dr. Heather.
Berlin
I have the
Anderson.
book. Yes, her name is Dr. Heather Ann Harder.
Oh, okay, that's
That is the book. It's called Men Were Called, You Are Chosen by Dr. Heather Ann Harder.
Okay.
And if I can add
Yes, and it's a great insight. And so it helps us to really identify what is gifts or your psychic ability versus negativity. Right? So I know sometimes in mental health, you know, especially if you're a believer in spirituality, sometimes those wires get crossed a little bit. You kind of don't know what you're really looking at. But that book is a great guide. I've read it several times, and it's a great book. It's a great guide. So that's what I wanted to say.
add to the list, Starling, The Highly Sensitive Person by Dr. Elaine N. Aaron.
Highly.
The Highly Sensitive Person. That book is an amazing book.
author is?
There's a lot
sensitive
of different
person.
subsection in it. Yes, the highly sensitive person.
Okay, highly
Okay, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, Tiffany. But Tiffany, just so you know, like, even hearing you talk for the first time, my first impression of you was Hayeko. You gave me Hayeko vibes, which is the highest level of impact, right? Even in the chat, I didn't hear your voice, but that was the vibe I got. So, you know, everybody is different. Yeah, you're probably, yeah, because you do have the traits of it. I would suggest you look it up, check it out, and see if you check the boxes. You know, like I said, my daughter is one of the highest level of impact. My daughter will walk in a room, and you could be smiling, and my daughter just look at you and be like, oh, not today. And she does it. So I know where you're coming from. So yeah, I think it's very, very important that we kind of distinguish what's negativity and what's gift. With mental health, kind of crams everybody in one box. Let's be real. It kind of crams everybody in one box. But if you know, and knowledge is power. So, if we have markers to distinguish, someone gets versus, something traumatic or, something not connecting, right, then it makes life a little bit easier.
all a part of mental health, because whether mental health is positive and negative. There's a positive aspect of it and there's a negative aspect of it. It's just where you fall in it, right? And as for me, I tend to have an open mind when it comes to psychic abilities and or psychic energy, because I know I have experienced things throughout my lifetime that I question as an individual. Maybe someone would say, "Well, Jerval, really?" Yes, I've seen things that that in myself, in my own self, I'm trying to analyze it, but then I kind of hold back a bit because I'm saying to myself, "Is this real?" Because I've seen stuff that even to this day I have it in the back of my head. It was in my imagination. As I was saying one night, and I was telling Bam Bam on her live, I was driving and I see a lady gliding across the street. She was dressed like someone from the 1800s. And when I saw this person, I almost slammed on my brake. I didn't slam totally on my brake. I slowed down and the person glided across the street. Just glided, like floating. And I'm in this shock and awe where I'm like, what did I just see? Am I at a normal place? And so what I did, I went to the library just to check out to see what's going on. Lo and behold, there's a parcel of land that's like, it was a burial ground from where I saw this person crossing the street from back in the 1800s. So there's no, they're unmarked. So a lot of people don't even know there's a cemetery there. So as we are in this chat, what do you think? What do you think I'm seeing here? Anyone that you're free to tell me what you think I saw. Was it?
Don't stand up here, man.
Exactly. One dopey. One ghost.
You see, you're too much of a realist. I can't bother with you.
Then where you think with Tiffany? Ali, you think I want somebody dress up?
A dopey for the first thing coming to my mind, the facts them tell you about the cemetery.
Or you think you're mad, Derva, you think you drink or you smoke something the day and you never serious. God, they will tell us that,
Well, maybe a schizophrenia.
You never see where you stay.
Maybe if he was a schizo.
There you go.
What was that, Bam Bam?
Yeah, maybe if he was a schizophrenia, schizophrenia is like they see things. Yeah, they see things because I grew up with one, my uncle.
Yeah, you see all kind of shit in that ear.
Yeah, them see all kind of things and hear all kind of things and kin him teeth and laugh and and you could have them right in front of him don't even see you. You in them own world. You understand? But the fact about it, he wasn't. He was harmless, you know. Me leaving with my baby.
Yeah.
He was harmless. He not hurt with nothing. You
That
understand?
remind me, Tiffany, me the want to say something to you about what you did that talk, say.
Mm-hmm.
When you were talking about emotions, all emotions are valid or something like that, you make a statement like that. Something like that, right? Like you're saying all emotions are valid, and then you were saying, no man, I'm not attacking you or anything. Just I'll bring it back to the point that you were saying. So you said something like all emotions are valid, and then you were saying that, and it's not some emotions like people who are off other people on the road
Exactly.
or something like that. All
Yeah.
right, that ring a bell to me too, because even the in my opinion, my humble opinion is even the people who are in our society who are extremely violent, are extremely abusive, who are killing people, even their emotions, in my opinion, is valid because these people are the representative of the dark underbellies of our society. Our society is imbalanced, and there must be a vent or a pressure release point for all of the toxicity that we have in our society. And these people are the representations or the products, basically. So as much as we want to kumbaya and pretend as if everything, the fact is that we live in a very unbalanced society, and I think it's my belief anyway that even these people, they're going to exist because this is just we living in this state of flux. We living in this state of cause and reaction. You know, every negative of a positive. There's always duality and balance, and it is just one great system where we are creating these beasts we have running around killing people.
They think society creates them.
Yes.
Okay.
Society is creating them. So the more of them we are observing in society, it's just showing us. They are showing us our, as we hear me say, shake over dirty rug. All of the dust and the debris and all of the nastiness we push under the quiet. And there's a lot of it going on, There's a lot of dirt we have going on in this society. The human mind frame is filthy. Right? So as much as we have our light, we have our empaths, we have our sensitive people, and we have our, I also think some of these dark souls are actually quite empathetic themselves. But it's just that they've twisted now they are more on the dark side, because an empath is not necessarily anybody that is good. An empath can be quite evil. And they are some of the most powerful, the most evil people. Because when you can use that, when you use power,
Because they send
use
people
that,
energy.
right? When you can use that power for evil, those are some of the most destructive energies.
True.
Another thing that continue there.
No, I was gonna say one thing that I'm sorry, there's certain things I can't say on the live because you touch a point, Dana, that resonate and would resonate with the people who give me the session, the program, the sessions to do with these people. I say point and case, SERIALKILLERS, right? SERIAL.
Yeah.
Serial KILLERS. There we did a whole study on most of them, and one of them that stood out more than all, I'm sure you have heard of the Iceman. And I'm supporting you, Dana, when you stated about the empathy and the way they carried out. The Iceman was so cold-hearted that even in his interview, he's thinking that getting rid of someone was something edifying, was something fulfilling. And another one, a serial, same guy who did this thing, he actually took his son with him when he was going on these errands. Because I don't want Bam Bam program to be colorized. He would take his son with him. And when he was doing his errands, his son would be sitting in the vehicle and he's out on his errands with individuals. And this man felt that he was doing the world a favor he was empathic towards the people that he was destroying. Or you say empathetic towards the people he was destroying. So Dana, honestly, when you said that, I had to chirp in this little part of it and let you know that. I mean, like, you hit the nail on the head there. There are people out there that are doing things that are empathetic towards no one, no situation, but it's like for them an adrenaline rush. And I'm sure we all understand what adrenaline is. I don't know what you ladies think about it.
Yeah, another thing that Tiffany said that I wanted to touch on, as she was speaking in the first part where she was mentioning where her faith no longer worked.
Yeah.
I think you said that's what you were saying, Tiffany.
That's right.
Yeah.
I connected with that. I was atheist before I even knew what that was. I was atheist from about 5 or 6 years old. I remember going to both Saturday and Sunday church. I was one of those kids who would go to church. I would go to church pretty much around the clock. If I know prayer meeting or choir practice, is Saturday church or the neighbor Sunday church or whoever around there. So who they are Baptist, who they are Anglican, and I am the kid who's going to church pretty much around the clock. And being who I am an extremely spiritual person. So I was craving for that union with God and all of that. But in going to church so many times and seeing the people, the actual church itself, the people of the church, I realized, something not right here. So even from a very young age. And I stopped believing. I'm like, this cannot be real because these people are fake. How can the religion be real when the people are fake? They're fake. And I saw that very young, and I remember people crying, oh, me I will go to hell. And even as I'm a ball and I'm a car, I just see demons in them. I wouldn't necessarily say I am not necessarily saying that I am an empath, but I feel pain. Like if somebody should trip and fall, I feel it in my body. So there's something about people when I can look on them and perceive good, evil, whether them fake, when them lying, me can have a little impression, something right with what I say, or something off I say.
My problem, Daniel, was the fact that their need to be correct in their views and their religious beliefs superseded their empathy. And that's a problem. When you're not able to be sensitive towards someone because it goes against your religious beliefs,
Doctrine.
that's an issue for me. And that, to me, that's a big deal. So I would rather be do you know? And persons will hear this and say, what are you saying? And are you fake? Do you know that as a result of my decision to no longer go into that path, I can speak with anyone of any religion. I can actually pray with you. And I can be on the phone with someone who is a Christian believer, and I can pray, and I will end my prayer in the name of Jesus with you. And it's not that I'm being fake, but it's because I've become one with what you believe in that moment, to the point where I believe it in that moment. But I am not stuck on it.
Yeah, but okay.
All right then, ladies. One sec. Let me interject.
Christianity.
Let me interject. Remember, so we now go on Christianity. I like the conversation, but remember, so we want kind of little stick on the mental health part.
Oh no, it's actually
It's a part of it. Okay. But I'm loving it still. But
Repeat?
no, I'm enjoying it still.
Okay, so we can shift from it. I wasn't gonna stick there. It was showing you my inclusivity when it comes to person's belief system.
Remember, Samina really know the whole thing, I don't know. So carry on, no problem.
That's right. That's why you have to keep your kid quiet and sit down.
Them enough. No question is ever Wrong, Derval. No question is ever wrong. Never.
Yes, you know, it is. You have to notice that we are doing mental health, you know. So everything. Think of what I'm doing.
Good night,
Is it gonna be
Camille.
real or
Mama
is
says
it
something.
No, I was just telling Camille good night. I was just telling Camille good night.
Oh.
This what I'm expressing here is the same way in which I was able to communicate with Derval in the beginning with the multiple personality scenarios without coming across as though I was judging him. Because in that moment, I embraced him for who he was or who he thought he was. There was no thought of judgment in that moment.
right?
So,
Adrian?
so it's the same way in which I'm saying that I have evolved in the sense spiritual. I've evolved in the sense from a spiritual standpoint.
So you are not against Christianity per se then.
I'm not against any religion at all. I think every religion has its place.
Me think
opinion,
so too.
In my opinion, that would make you actually more Christian than most Christians. But they wouldn't know.
Well, and
They
that's what
wouldn't
I
actually know. They wouldn't actually know that it would be like Jesus talking with the Pharisees. Us Christians, modern Christians, are pretty much the Pharisees of the Bible, but they don't know it yet.
I like that.
In effort of not shifting from the topic of mental health, I simply just wanted to express that. But how I came into that way of being was through my own, for lack of better word, mental health, mental breakdown. There I said it. For lack of better word, my own personal shambling of life as I knew it.
Thank you. Awesome.
And I had to recreate myself. I had to redefine myself. I had to rediscover myself. And in doing that, you now have this person that's speaking to you on this life, having this experience with you. So
I guess you'd call that the dark night of the soul.
that's exactly what that was.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Definitely. Yeah.
We must have missed for me.
But I have a question. I have a question for people in the chat and on this panel. If you could diagnose yourself, what would that diagnosis look like?
And we can just say it in one word.
Mental ill, get that word? Mental illness.
Yes.
And we can just use one word.
I will go first to make it easy. So I'm sorry?
No, I said that we could just use one word.
Yeah, like if you could diagnose yourself, think about it. If you sat in front of a psychiatrist and looking back at your life personally, what do you think they would diagnose you as? And I will start with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I suffer from mood disorder. Yes, I do. I suffer from mood disorder. It's not always evident. The way how I operate from day to day, but I am very moody. I have a mood disorder. To the point where at times I catch myself because I am conscious of it. So I would catch myself, and what I would do is, in that moment for me to decomp, I would shut down my phone. I don't interact with anyone for like a complete day. Just keeping conversations to a minimal. And when I have to go to work, I try to keep my day as free as it can be and as stress-free as it can be. So I believe if I should diagnose myself, Starling should diagnose herself, it would be with a mood disorder.
All right then. Let's see for me then. I would like B right here. And I will like just, maybe I might in the kitchen cooking, thinking by myself, and Mike in the living room, and I will just bring up something from way back. Why I don't know. And sometimes I think about it and say no, so I shouldn't do that. But me don't know what me that call me. Me don't know what me don't know what me that call me. Troublemaker.
Expand on that.
Expand on that a little bit, Bob.
Huh?
Expand on that a little bit.
Just pick up fight and an argument.
Yeah, me just bring up something from long time. I'm say, say you're not easy. Say, what do you do? You should have did that. And I do it all the time. And I acknowledge it and say, me shouldn't do that. But me don't know I do it anyway.
Would you cause a big commotion in bringing that thing up?
Definitely.
You know, to rest the woman that-
Definitely it started. So I don't know, am I a troublemaker? I don't know. Mike would just say something like this. Boy, you know for brought vibes. And just get up and kiss him teeth and lock off the TV and lock up my room. And then I say, I'm sorry.
Well, that could be considered. That could also be considered a form of mood disorder, right? Because now you're creating an environment.
But why I always have to do that? I don't know.
So it could be.
I don't know. It's terrible. I'm
It could
acknowledge
be a
it.
mood swing NOS because you're not fitting in the typical category, but your mood quickly shifts based on thought. Correct?
But my excuse for it, Starling, is to say we didn't talk about it. So may I talk about it now? So wow,
Exactly.
I'm talking
So you know
about
what
it now.
is?
Yeah,
This
so
is exactly
that is what me really want.
You don't
It never fixed.
in the moment as it's happening.
Yes, it did. It wasn't fixed because it's always on that.
Time dealing with it.
Yeah, it wasn't fixed. So I always bring it up back because I just feel like say we need to talk about it.
Yeah. So it's unresolved. It's something that's unresolved.
Yeah. So I'm not a troublemaker.
Yeah. You are a troublemaker.
Oh my God, Tiffany, I thought it was taking up for me. I thought it was making it. Oh my God, mer.
Did you recognize the one word in Camille's statement? She has that one word there that stands out, anxiety.
There it is, man.
Statement.
That probably is it.
Camille says, I don't work well under pressure. I can feel the anxiety coming on, and it happened just yesterday. So there we have a trigger there, anxiety. Dania, what about you? The question that Starling asked. What about you?
I'd say complex post-traumatic stress disorder.
There you know.
That would have a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of depression, a little bit of everything.
There you know. I
Agree, yeah, clearing up, Dana. Yeah.
I think Dana and I kind of under that same umbrella. I know experiences that I have had, past employment, situations that I've been through, things that I've faced. I won't say them on here, but I think deep down, yes, and they used to send us to see a psychiatrist. That period of my life, it was very, very stressful, extremely stressful. Sleepless nights, lost close friends, not one, not two, not three, but that period of time and those particular situations. And I went into a state, frame of mind, or a state where I basically shut myself down. I had to take an extended period away from work, time off. I had to basically 6 months from work at the time, because it was just a tragic moment for me. So yes, I can identify some of the things that Dana talking about here, but I would focus on PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I know I was going through that at one point. Mood, I am a kind of an introvert. In all fairness, people might not believe that. Yes, I'm an introvert. If if I'm not on the road doing
I guess
anything.
most people don't believe it.
Me too,
Like,
Yeah. A lot of things people wouldn't believe. I'm the nicest guy if I'm in class or I'm communicating in a group, stuff like that. But once I go through my door, I'll close my door, shut down, I put my earpiece in, and I'm just in my own world. How would the handling of it? It's gonna be hard. Now, if I was to one day meet a girl and she asked me about me, there are a lot of things that I would disclose to her, and she make her decisions from that, because I know I have issues myself. So, Dana, big respect to you. I know the PTSD thing. I struggle with that, and other things. So it's not like you know it's not there, because people have not experienced certain things. So even I think a few nights ago, Bam Bam was on TikTok, and we were talking, and she was saying, I was talking in the comment sections, the effects of PTSD, military men and stuff like that. And we take out Bam Bam in the chat and try to make it look like somebody upset, which I wasn't. But I was just pointing out that earlier in the comment, I think it was Tiffany made a comment about Jamaica and the way the society is. And I find that a lot of areas of employment, whether it be police, soldier, corrections officer, pharmacist, we are interacting with the public, even the regular Igla. But there are some jobs that are strenuous. It plays on your whole psyche. It gets you, it builds up your anxiety, as Camille said about her work environment. I remember sometimes it's like I could not define day from night because of what I was going through and what others were going through. The situation that you have to face on a day-to-day basis, and then at a tender age. You're not talking about, I was in something in my 30s or late 40s, and they're talking about an experience I was having from when I was 18 up to and until like 29. So, you know, I feel so overwhelmed in a way when I hear Tiffany talk about, or it was Sterling talk about mood swing, because how many of us don't have that at times? How many of us haven't been through to that place where I've said once that I wish sometimes I had a shoulder to lean on? And people would say, but a strong guy like you, no. Here we have, look at Robin Williams. When Robin Williams committed suicide, a lot of people were surprised. You understand? A lot of people were surprised. I don't know if I spelled suicide right, okay. But when he did that, a lot of people were in shock and awe. They were like, oh my God, but they did not know there were underlying issues that he was struggling with. And I applaud whoever made the comment, if it was Starling or Tiffany who made that comment about even the Jamaican society, the culture. I talk to people who you say to them so and so and so, such a thing is happening. First thing come out of their mouth, what will she say at that, man? You love that, this and that too much. Because we're not, it's like the society isn't open to these things. And then, just recently, I see in St. James, just got it just like a few days ago, or just seen the news on Monday where a mental health individual took off his mom's head in St. James. And I'm like, this community that they lived in, knew about him, knew about his actions, his behavior, according to how we would relate to people in the community. And it comes back to Dana's comment where she was talking about the empathy from people to people. Because remember, you're living with your mom, 29 years old, and you wait until she's asleep and you did what you did. And I have personally gone to the funeral here in Canada of someone that her son did the same thing to her. So, you know, we are so indifferent in our ways and the way we treat people, and in our feelings. We think that, oh, that person can be going through that situation in their life. This person don't need a little head they can lean on. So if you check up the phone, talk to them, the eyes are rolling, the lips are biting, the nails are biting their nails, not make him not come off on the phone, or make she not come off on the phone, without us just trying to reach out to that person. So we go ahead, ladies.
And the truth is, though, you may never ever get rid of people saying those things.
Exactly.
I feel like the only thing you can keep doing is continue to move forward, embracing yourself 100% and unconditionally with all parts of who you are, which is exactly what I have done. And before I respond to your question, Sterling, I will say, may the information that I share here, source and spirit, that persons will never ever use it against me. If they ever so try to use this against me, Father, I decree and declare that life will unfold in a way that will teach them how to embrace empathy. With that being said, I will express two things. When it comes to the mental health standpoint, I would probably say maybe some sort of a depressive disorder. When it comes to the personality portion, may I dare say the very headlining topic that we discussed on Monday or Tuesday night, but the quiet version. So quiet BPD.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
BPD
Got it. Borderline personality?
Quiet version. There's 4 different subtypes. If I were the question just to bring about clarity, someone asked, which mental illness would you diagnose yourself with? For the mental portion of it, I would probably say perhaps a depressive disorder. And for the personality aspect of it, I would say quiet BPD, which is quiet borderline personality disorder.
And I will say this, Tiffany, thank you for sharing that with us. You know, just to tie in what everyone here on the panel is saying, we are a reflection of each other. Dana said it, when you see someone operating from a negative space, you know, like Dana said, you know, I did always say Dana, I did dirty what? I did dirty who? From dirty things she said.
Oh, she got the dirty rug.
Yes, so, you know, when you see someone operating negatively or positively, it's a reflection of all of us. Okay? So we create people. No one is born, personally, I don't believe anyone is born good or bad. You know, society, environment, a lot of things, you know, ties in that shapes a person as they go along, right? So with that being said, I think we are a reflection of each other. We are a reflection of our environment and our experiences. And one of the things that we all should learn, and I try to do this every day. I'm not perfect either, and I try is to be patient and be a little bit more understanding. Everyone has a story. Everyone has some form of mental health. There's no one walking around here who is 100% perfect, right? Because nobody's life is perfect. So how are you going to have perfect mental health?
Exactly. Me go through the
But at
question
the end of
already.
the day, you know, we should just try to be a little bit more patient and understanding and try to understand ourselves internally. So, you know, Tiffany, you mentioned something about being one with yourself. And if you study, oh my gosh, the word just slipped me. It's an Indian mindset from yoga, the highest form of self. Kalandri, I don't quote me on that word, guys, but it's something along that line. Because the word just totally left.
Like so much traditional
And
work.
right, it's basically teaching you about yourself and kind of aligning your chakras and tapping into yourself, and that is very, very important. Whether you're a man or a woman, nobody's saying, oh, you have to go sit in front of a doctor and spill your whole life story on a couch and pay them $1,000 a minute. No, but simple little things we can do for ourselves, we should do it. If you enjoy the beach, try to go to the beach as often as you can. If you enjoy spending time alone, spend some time alone. It's okay. Be gentle with yourself. And I try to do that every day because with everything going on, it's not always easy. Okay, but I try to be gentle with myself, understanding that I am the only version of me.
Me very rough.
And that is good enough to get
me. Do that. Me don't know how to do that, Sterling. Me very rough.
Okay, so all right.
Well,
So
the gentleness with yourself.
The truth is, okay, I'm sorry. Dana, the truth is, sometimes to get to that point, we have to dig deep. And I'm going to be honest with you, sis. It's not something that comes overnight. It's not something where you're going to jump up tomorrow and say, you know what? Me, I go to the beach and all my troubles are going to be washed away. No. It's a process. And sometimes to get to that process, you may have to deal with things that you never even thought about dealing with. Maybe something that happened when you were a kid and somebody pushed you down another road and you felt like, oh my God, what if me did dead? Sometimes it could look like a relationship you had and this man cheated on you and the anger you felt, you never quite dealt with that. Probably it would look like the kids you have and maybe the one child you have just almost send you to the sideboard. Whatever it is, sometimes to get to the point where we can manage, and I use that word broadly and very loosely, sometimes we have to unpack. And unpacking, that is the hard part. That is really the hard part.
Believe you, copy me them. All
right, that's it.
Lord have mercy.
So Dana, between you, Dana, Tiffany, Starling, Bam Bam, Camille, Debbie, have any of you ladies ever felt at any point that you may have suffered from a bit of hypomania? Well, you know what hypomania is, right? Taking on tasks that you never finish, never intend to finish, or have never finished as individuals. Have you? Do you
You don't have to ask me that.
One
You don't have to
one
ask me
wall
that
heap.
every day.
One
Every
wall heap.
single day.
One
Dana,
wall.
give me one specific task that you said to yourself, you know what? This was like a life and death situation, and I started it and did not complete it.
Well,
Talk to me, cause that's why I push it to you.
You know, Bam Bam. Derval, every day I log in on some platform, whether a Canva or my Google or wherever, I'm find some presentation, I find some article, all kind of something I type up. I mean graphics and everything. I'm say I won't make that. But when I do this, I forget completely. But some of the ADHD or something, I must start things. I'm say I mean say I go and do the research. I get the information, I start break it down. I say, alright, I need this, I put this together, and then it completely abandoned. I say abandoned, I mean forgotten. I mean memory wiped.
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Me don't know wait there. I have how much journal, how much book. I'm write me look at notes them now. And when I look back,
You're one of those persons that like to take notes.
yeah, man, I have to write notes because my memory fucked up, my memory bad. Sorry. My memory bad, man. Memory bad. I have to take notes. But I find some look book and I look through it. And I say that top. I went, okay, ideas come like somebody else give me the idea. I don't know, I forgot all about it. I'm one of those people who have to move on impulse.
Well,
If I don't move on them, I'm going to forget it.
me not have to say nothing. The same way you should describe it, the same way with me. Nothing different.
You see, like how one with spiritual, Starling and Tiffany, me very spiritual too, but me more left brain. You understand? So I have to work with astrology. You understand? I don't really know how to do it the right brain, the feeling way. Me only know how to do it the thinking way. You understand? I'm an ENTJ, so I'm a TE dominant person, extroverted thinking dominant person, right? Mm-hmm. You see, when it comes to my mind, me have a Virgo Mercury. I don't know if that ring nothing to you. It's like, oh, bam, 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 Virgo, Mama understand that
Virgos,
Virgo
as I
trait.
know, to me, are very driven people. This is what I know,
Alright.
but it also depends on the other parts of your chart.
All
that
right.
will
No,
determine
no, Tiffany. No, hold on. I never said me a sun in Virgo, I'm a Libra. I never said I'm a
Okay.
sun in Virgo. I said I'm a Mercury in Virgo.
Okay.
My mind is Virgo. My brain is Virgo. Intellect is Virgo.
Tiffany, you say you're a Libra?
No, I'm not a Libra.
No,
I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra.
Dana, I'm
I'm
a
a
Libra.
Libra.
I'm October 15th. I'm a Libra.
Tread this one lightly. The show doesn't believe in astrology.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sad.
I'm not believing in astrology.
She don't believe in signs.
Mom can believe anything what she want to believe. She a Virgo.
Oh, me?
Mom can't believe. Mom is a legit Virgo, so she a go say whatever she want to say, but you know, and believe.
What, some say me don't believe in astrology?
All right, you know.
Me did believe, but when time me da go to church and so, them make me no want believe. Them make me no believe again. Them talk me out tight. But me believe. But them did get in my head. Yeah.
Astrology and church, where you see them people. Let me tell you, from me at 6 years old, me not believe in a God. I'm not hide and talk. I mean, serious. Like, everybody who know me know this about me. Whether they got angels, or got any church where I go, people cried for me. Enough counseling and prayer over, and speaking in tongues and exorcism and set me go through. People are try to force me if you believe in a God. You hear me say? Astrology make me believe in a God. You hear? Astrology make me believe in a God. So anybody want to talk, say astrology, I try to tell us astrology is demonic or whatever.
That's what a Christian lady told me.
Astrology make me believe in have faith that something must have created this, because this thing line up perfect every time. Perfect every time. Anyways, we just tell you say, Derval, I have Virgo Mercury in the 29th degree, and that being what they call the anorectic degree, or it would be that the last degree of Virgo. It is the most mature in the energy of Virgo. Virgo being extremely analytical, extremely detail-oriented. So this is a highly taxed brain that I have. A very active mind.
You being Libra, it's unique because Wasiwa at Savitu Uranium, Fargo Divasi at my head, you know. That's an elevated level of sense and sensitive. Well, I won't go into too much of it, but
Yes, Derval. Go and boots up your sign, Derval. Go and boots it up.
Me not really align so well with the Libra part, actually. You know, my son is
One boots up the Libra, Derval.
Me not really so much personality wise. I'm not really like, I don't have Libra energy very strong. But I hear what you say.
Okay.
And being that I'm a female, I'm going to align more with my moon sign, which is Aquarius.
Okay. You know, I'm sitting here appalled because honestly, this astrological concept, maybe one night, you ladies can go into it, Dana, or if you're alone, even want to talk about it, that's fine, because
it's extremely in-depth. And that's the reason why nobody can grasp it, and that's why nobody can believe.
So, because I honestly, a lot of things I don't believe in, and people will look at me as, because how I see things, ladies and friends, believe me, it is impossible for humans on planet Earth to be the only source of existence. It's impossible. It is.
No, Derval, we are not the only source of existence, but we are within this little experiment here. We are within this little hologram here. So that's why it seems like we're alone, but we are not. But we don't have to focus on outside. We just need to focus on our inside.
Yeah, and that is where we're talking. Where I was going, I was saying there's so much stuff I struggle with because I superior being the freaking
Well,
another time. Because I get
you said
bashed
they
for
went to
being
Mars.
amazed. I get bashed for being a Mason, and people say all kind of things. Masons are this, Masons are that. A lot of things that they say it's all false, but I just allow people to talk because there's no way you're not in tune with God and you don't believe in the existence of God. But there are elevated levels. It's about the three bodies, the physical, the mental, and the celestial. It depends on your height of medication and your level of so even when you ladies are talking, I'm listening, feeling. I just don't believe certain things astrologically, but it doesn't mean that there can't be reasoning for it. I don't believe in a religious. I call them zealots because I used to have difficulty. I know the founder of the Mormon Church, the Baptist Church. I mean, John Brown was executed. He was hanged for standing up for certain things. So when it comes to the whole religious aspect of it, I do struggle with that part. I can acknowledge that because it's inclusive of what is going on with me mentally. And even things that have happened to me, not that I blame the church, but I know they had a hand in my life, my personal life, my experience. You know what I'm saying?
What people in church kill?
Where I'm saying, Dana. So listen to this. And I mean,
Let me interject 1 second. We have another, we are going to extra 10 minutes. I remember 11 o'clock my lock off. So we're going to do, we're going to do an extra 10 minutes. Me I forgot? Get my things to go a country a morning early and go curl flat iron my wig
we
and...
apologize, Bam Bam.
No man, no need to apologize. No need to apologize.
All right, I'm going to ask you if you address one issue for me, please.
No man, I said me are going to 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. Stop.
No, but one of them each address this for me. Please, in explanation, each of you. Please.
Yeah, we'll give them two minutes.
Bam Bam. Give them two.
Yeah, did I say?
Disorder and disability. Disorder. Those two, please, ladies, address them to me in your own way. Because me have rights. Eating disorder.
What's the second one? Disability?
Eating disorder and anxiety, please.
Oh.
Yeah, each of you deal with it. I'm listening, I'm writing some, please. So go ahead.
This one might be for Sterling because I don't have any insight on this.
Okay.
Anxiety or eating disorder?
What you want to know about the devil?
Whatever you know.
Debbie must have gone sleep. She that tell us me if you answer.
What is your thought? What do you see that?
Okay, so I think I'll go first. Dana, you want to go first? Just
You can talk if you want to talk now, I think.
Okay, go ahead.
okay. All right. So we're talking about eating disorders, anorexia, and all of that. Correct, Nerval?
Eating disorder.
Yes, eating disorders like anorexia and all of that, right? So eating disorders often manifest through self-imaging and trauma, right? Society plays a part in that as well. I would say those are the top three causes of eating disorders, right? Coming down the line, we go into low self-esteem because eating disorder doesn't just fall of you eating too much. It could be you not eating enough because it's a broad spectrum, right? So you could talk about low self-esteem. You're talking about hormonal imbalance, and the list goes on. You could talk about depression. All of that. You could talk about also being accepted by your partner. Maybe your partner wanted someone who is thicker or someone skinnier, and you're modifying yourself to really accommodate your partner. So that's it on eating disorders in a nutshell.
I like that one. I like that one. The partner one, I love that. So partner's perception of the body shape, right? And or style.
Yes, I mean, eating disorders can be a lot of things. Society, because just like here in America, they tell you you have to be a size 4, and in Africa, if you're a size 44, or in certain countries, you're beautiful. So it depends on society as well, how you view yourself, you know. But going down the line, a lot of times too, women try to modify themselves, and it's a proven fact. When you look around you, you see example, you see a BBL, you see breast implants, you see skin bleaching. All of this, you're modifying yourself to appease a partner, whether you have a partner or you're seeking a potential partner. Eating disorder falls on the lower spectrum of that, but it's definitely on there. You know, maybe your partner is telling you you're too fat, go lose weight. Until they say you're too mager, go eat a burger. You know, so
Good.
eating disorders come with a lot of things.
Okay. Anxiety. Even one sentence, two sentence, anxiety. I know it because we could go on. What is your take on anxiety?
Oh, Mom, your 10 minutes gone.
No,
No, I was 4 past 10 when me said 10 minutes.
Okay, anxiety quickly. Anxiety is unresolved feelings manifesting itself physically.
unresolved. Yeah, I could concur that. Yeah, like that. Like
Yeah.
My opinion on the eating
It's
disorder.
unresolved. It's on. Okay, go ahead.
In my opinion, the eating disorder is some sort of a control or soothing mechanism. So it's like, I think it's something like obsessive compulsive disorder, where the person is using their eating habits as an expression of control, or they're trying to exercise control over something, so they will restrict themselves from eating this or that or whatever. Or it can be a self-soothing mechanism where they use it to soothe whatever anxiety or whatever is happening to them. They go to the food or whatever they're eating. And for anxiety, I'm thinking it's some sort of an a chemical imbalance, where certain stress hormones are continuously escalated in the body, and the mechanisms that are supposed to be down-regulating those hormones are either they're broken or they're impaired in some way. So they're in a consistent state of stress with very little stimuli, or they're walking around high-strung and they're easily triggered. And the slightest thing or memory or, will trigger anxiety attack, even when they're doing regular everyday functions.
nice. Because OCD is fourth on the top 10 as it relates to mental illness. Okay, Tiffany, quickly.
For me, the anxiety, I would say, is connected to past experiences, as well as being perhaps a highly sensitive person. And regarding the eating portion, and again, this is all being said without any real experience or having not read anything. With the eating disorder, I would say that's a predisposition or genetics. Meaning you are predisposed to it based on some sort of a genetics. Maybe it's hereditary. I don't even know if hereditary is the right word, but I don't know if there's any genetic component to eating disorder. I can't go back to the root of it prior to the genetic part. So you may end up having an eating disorder because genetically your mother have an eating disorder. Your mother had an eating disorder. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it started.
And as we have
generational curse.
As we have said before, the views expressed by myself, the host, and that's a reflection of everyone. So anything anyone says, even if another person might seem strong, or we must say, or what she has said, no. Again, Bam Bam.
Yes, we're just normal people having a discussion here.
She can't get some tea.
Me go drink some water. I want me to.
No, you pick the 10 minutes are up and we don't want to be.
Yeah, man, you only 10 minutes up. Because me all want to sleep.
Thank you very much. Me boy, the amount of something I'm right down and I have to go rewrite and this and that and tomorrow big
I'm
excitement.
gonna hope you remember where you're right, because I know you're supposed to put on some little short and
For the
right.
role play. Because I understand that the questioning that each alter you give her, it's recorded, eh? So me know me have big fun with that.
Me laugh for you.
Mm.
You know what? I think you need a mic, one of those little ones that can attach to your clothing, because I want you to be able to have more control. And you're probably not seeking for control, but as the moderator and the host of this, I'd love to be able to hear you. I don't want you have to be fighting. Yeah, I don't want you to fighting to for us to hear you.
Yeah, me can't hear you sometime, Bam Bam. Hear you something
Okay.
low.
Yeah,
No, the reason why it's low is because she's not holding her phone in her hand, which is acceptable. Which is acceptable. But I'm saying this in effort of a good way. I'm saying that this is just yeah, I'm not saying it in any.
No man, no man. All right. So, yeah, because remember it's just WhatsApp on the phone. Yeah. So.
We want to be able to hear you. We want to be able
Okay.
to.
And I will really love. And I will really love to do that. I will really love to do that. So I just employ all of you guys to put a little thing in the cash up to help support the channel, so I can get a mic. Me have PayPal.
Yeah, it's out of the PayPal. Every day, cash up.
Yeah, me have
One of them is going to give all your money. I wish one of them.
Any one of them.
With some of them sitting there, because me does not like the fuck how them deal with people. That's why me not do them, you know.
And any one of them can take away your money, but me never get take away yet. Me have PayPal, man.
All super chat. Me don't know how to use super chat.
Me have PayPal.
YouTube.
I must put up my PayPal. Me don't know it out of my head, but I have PayPal.
Research the mic thing in about.
PayPal would be great.
You know, look into it.
No man, me research it, man, and find out which one appropriate and
Yeah, so
whatever.
go on with things tonight, though, Bam. Although the views seem to be low, the likes is
They're
up.
lower than they were a few weeks ago, but I guess.
But
it's what it
I
is.
want to say,
Come up.
with YouTube and them little glitch, sometimes it higher, you don't even know.
No, yeah,
That means it too.
I have a friend who
Yeah.
showed me something, sent me something, and I was impressed. So, ladies, before I go, can I just read something and towards you all? Can I just quickly
Yeah,
read
Camille said
something?
this is going to turn into an enormous forum.
So celebrate progress, cherish equality, empower your dreams, keep shining, keep inspiring. She's a dreamer, she's a believer, she's a doer, she's an achiever, and that is you. Thank you all. I so enjoy myself. I love the interaction. I love the chat. Bam Bam, big up yourself.
Big up yourself, Bam Bam.
Ricardo.
Yes, big up on it too.
Where did I say a while ago, Bam Bam?
I think
Where did I say a while ago, Bam Bam?
me just remember me that say for good night, me that say to Ricardo, cause him say good night and me I write it. So you know say it in my lip, in my tongue. Up on my tongue.
I see your mouth move, but me no know.
Yeah, up on my tongue. Me I write good night, Ricardo. Yeah, so it end up. You ever write something that I end up say it? And that reach me. Well, me not for bother write it in
Friday
here.
Raw, where it's a totally different thing. Adult chat, blah blah blah.
Oh.
La la la.
Me did I read Camille something. Camille say this is going to turn into an enormous forum.
Yes, but that too.
You see, the thing is, I
Big up
tell
yourself.
people, of course, if it's each 10 people or 5, it's a conversation. And you know how much I learned tonight? Look, I mean, there are things that, okay, Starling was a big surprise to me the first time when she, and yet she was so expressive and different. Tiffany surprised me with the interview. And Dana surprised me where
With the laughing.
with it laughing, and you just a thing. You say, listen to me now, you know, you wouldn't believe tomorrow the content to me I go off and I think won't turn up in a man. As one person
Then
one person to me what turn up me. And the individual said to me,
oh, is a pity you can't record it, make we hear, cause probably through that kind of
No, we can't
private.
do that, no
Yeah,
device,
then that may I
no
say that
device.
confidential, yeah.
yeah, no device.
Mm.
So ladies, You can't
Daryl, one of the things that maybe you and Bob should really consider doing, or a topic would be, if you believe that your zodiac sign has any impact on who you are. Yeah, like physically, mentally.
Make sure
Does your
someone
zodiac
tell me.
sign have anything?
Make sure they include me for that.
Yeah, because you're gonna be the guest speaker in a Danny on that one. You're gonna be the
It's
guest
easier
speaker
just
on
to
that
use the
one.
zodiac sign because there's many different parts that's in your astrological chart that determines how you flow and operate in the world. So the zodiac sign alone would then prove Bam Bam correct in the sense why are all Virgos not the same? So we
But
can't
it's a good question though. It's a
No,
good
it is a
topic
good-
for us to breathe, for us to broach on that, the fact that there are actually 10 planets, not one.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat that.
Yeah, that's a good topic.
Repeat that, Dana.
No, I'm saying that that topic that Stalin mentioned is a good topic because a lot of people don't know that there are 10 planets, not one.
Mm-hmm.
In the natal chart, there are 10 planets that we look at, even more than that actually, but there are 10 core planets that we're looking at, and the so-called zodiac sign is only one, and is one that is not even really relevant.
Let me tell you something.
For example, there's the moon sign and there's the sun sign. Those are, I think, the two most common ones that most people are familiar with.
Okay. And so you're saying, Dana, the planets, Mercury, Mars, Pluto, Venus, they're all attached to
They all have a placement in the chart, and they all have a role to play in the personality.
Listen to me, Bam, listen, my wish. Like, honestly, you wouldn't believe how I'm feeling right now. Like, I would have a conversation with you from now till tomorrow morning. I just
We know.
love it. The things that comes out of, where's your guys, what's your creative thinking? The things
Nobody
that
come
you
ask some
hear
more question, Derval, at 20 past 11, 21.
All right, Bam Bam, tomorrow.
tomorrow, Bam,
Later,
Bam.
Bamba.
Yeah,
Sleep
cause
well
here Derval
and
will ask
enjoy
more
yourself
question
tomorrow.
there.
All right, good night, everyone. It's been fun, honestly. It's been very interesting.
Festive.
Dana,
Big up yourself, Camille. Big up yourself.
Bless upon yourself, people. Bless upon yourself. Tonight was awesome. We don't care about numbers. Numbers.
Good night.
Yeah. No numbers have nothing to do with us. Righty. At 3/4 of the time when they see one whole of numbers, I went, you know, when time little dash out and go on. Bless up on yourself. Peace out. Me a curly piece of wig there. Sleep about me. No sleep now about me again. Me wake up now. But me have a lot to do before me go sleep later. Peace out, people. Like up the live on your way out.